Hey, Misty. Ah. Hi, Six. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay. Okay. Hi, bedtime. I'll never let Misty be first at anything. You are first. And, okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Look who is sporting a new sword. Okay. Am I ready? No, not really, but here I am, guys. Here I am. Uh I'm so tired, guys. I'm so tired. Uh okay. Let me update. Hold on. Let me update who was first and last. Okay. Okay, guys. Hold on. What can you guys see right now? Okay, so I don't know if I really want to work on Minesweeper tonight. Oh my god, blinding. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I don't know if I want to work on Minesweeper tonight. I'm thinking we might just do LeetCode. Oh, it's a hard today. Okay, well, yesterday was this one. So why won't you let me copy? Holy moly. Okay. Why won't you let me copy? Fine. Fine. Page not found. Dang it. I want minimum area. Minimum area. Find the minimum area. Okay, so I don't think I want to do Minesweeper tonight. We're gonna do LeetCode. I was looking at this problem earlier today. I got all of 15 minutes to myself today, guys. 15 minutes. Awesome, right? That is not 50% sweet. That is like 100% sweet. Holy moly. Oh, baby took off my what do you call it? Yeah, it's tea. It's Hong Kong lemon tea. But it is so sweet. I got 50% sweet and it is so sweet. Ugh. Okay. You know what? Let's just do this. I don't want to do this tonight. We're gonna see. Oh, you guys can see that. Okay. Well, let's interesting. Okay, so we're going to reset canvas. Confirm. I don't think I understand what you mean. Also, I don't think my eyeliner washed away completely. So, let's do this. Let's update. Hi, Rython. How was your stream? I can't even remember. Was it last night? No, I think it was today. I think it was this morning. Honestly, I don't know what day it is anymore. I don't know. Yesterday feels like today. I know you were streaming. I know you were streaming. I think it was today. I think it was today. It was yesterday. Yesterday for you or yesterday for me? Oh my god. I'm tired. I literally had 15 minutes to myself today, guys. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. From the time that I woke up until now. 15 minutes, guys. Honestly, I really considered not streaming tonight too. I really considered not streaming, which is why I don't want to work on Minesweeper tonight. I'm just like, I yeah. Hi, Sparkly. Honestly, I've been considering doing a reading stream. Like, literally just sit there and read. Uh, yeah. I don't know where my mind's at tonight, guys. Can you tell? Can you tell? Yeah. Mind is good tonight. You don't know how to read anymore? Oh my god, I love reading. Oh, I haven't got into read. I haven't got into read recently. Like, it's been, I want to say 3 weeks really since I've really read. And also, I want to start watching Chinese dramas again. Like, I really want to work on my Chinese. Like, okay, I'm gonna bust out some Mandarin right now. 我中文好差，我的pronunciation. Oh, so bad. I can't read. 谢谢. Yeah, I can't read. I know 我 in Chinese. Oh my gosh. The the internet caused you to have no attention span. honestly, like scrolling, it it hurts my brain. Wait, wait the ma. Wait the ma. I also don't know how to read pinging. I learned doing when I was learning how to read, and I'm trying to learn doing again. Bo po mo fa da ta na ga ka ha. Um, but my pronunciation has gotten better since baby was born. That got filtered. Since baby was born, what do you call it? I've been working on my Chinese. So she speaks. Okay, she can say thank you in. Hold on. She can say thank you in 1, 2, and she says kamsamida really, really well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 languages. Yeah, she can speak. She can say thank you in 6 languages. She is conversational, as conversational as you can be as a toddler in sign language. And but like it's funny because she is switching between English and Chinese and Spanish right now. And I'm also learning Spanish too to teach her, which I know all of the colors now. Verde, roja, or rojo, rosado, amarillo, um, azul. And then she knows how to say egg in 5 languages. Oh, and blanco is white, I believe. So that's why I like doing. Doing is it's a Thai it's mainly taught in Taiwan. Um although it does feel like some Chinese like on the mainland side have adapted it, but it's also a dying alphabet. Like not a lot of because it's the standard for pinging now to be taught, doing isn't being taught in Taiwan as much. But like I feel like it makes more sense phonetically. So it's supposedly the most complete phonetic alphabet for Chinese. So like I can figure out how to pronounce things with doing, but yeah, it's not taught a lot unless you went to a Taiwanese Chinese school in the US or are in Taiwan. Doing? No, it's hold on. Doing alphabet. Let me see if I can't find a image of it. Open image. Yeah. That's not gonna work. Okay, then. Copy image. Can I paste an image into Twitch chat? No. Yeah, so Baby knows how to say colors in 4 different languages because sign language counts as a language. And then she also knows how to count to 10 in 3 different languages, 5 in she knows how to count to 5 in 5 different languages. Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Rise KV. She is under she is under 3. Yeah, she's under 36 months. Is sign language? No. So there are actually accents in sign language, and there's also different. So there's Chinese sign language, there's Italian sign language, there's um there's Mexican Spanish sign language, and I think Mexican Spanish sign language versus Spanish sign language, Spanish sign language is different. And then there's also different dialects within like the states and like within Asia, like China and things like that. So like in the South, they might say something a little bit different than the West Coast. Yeah. So like I know toilet in the US is apparently a very offensive sign in Italy, I think it was. Hi, Nobu. Yes, and you shake it. Did you know why it's raised up here? It's because back then you pull the chain to make it flush. Also, hi, Josh. I'm still trying to find a good alphabet image. Open link. Oh, there we go. There we go. Exactly, Rython. I mean, isn't coding a universal language? Although it's not spoken. Could you imagine if we were all speaking? Yes. But that's the nice thing. And also the different inflections for Chinese. How sign language would be better for you. There are. I don't know what that says, Rython. Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah, I think coding itself, programming is universally done in English. But I could be completely incorrect, but I could have sworn I read somewhere. Python follows English language structure, I think. Oh my god, that's so sweet. I don't think I can finish that. I don't think I can finish. We have, okay, English has there, there, and there. And then what was it? There is. Oh my gosh, I was watching something the other day where it was like the same spelling completely pronounced differently. Yeah, though, through, though, tough, cough. But it was also like there's actually words that I can't even think of right now, and I know them too. Baloney. Yeah, baloney. I was saying Bologna when I was younger. You need to read or write to do a lot of things. But back to reading. Yeah, I actually I don't even remember what book I was reading. I need some new books, guys. And also I need to figure out why my Kindle doesn't connect to my home network. Connects everywhere else, but not to my home network anymore. Learning to read Japanese helped you a lot in Japan. Yeah, I think that really would. I had the idea to learn by way of learning. This might be Klingon. There are some people that are actually fluent in Klingon, or what was the Elvish language from Lord of the Rings? Hi Elijah, welcome in. It is common, and it seems like a lot of people like to watch. Oh yeah, bow and bow. No! 3D, it used to connect. It used to connect, and then it just stopped one day, and I don't know why. Antoine, no, I do not know coding. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not even gonna try and figure out what that says. As long as it's not anything rude, then yeah. I try, Antoine. I try. Okay. Anyways, you're given a 2D binary array. Right, yeah, okay. I'm a wannabe programmer. I'm a baby programmer. That I'm sticking with that. I am a baby programmer. Oh wait, why did my hold on, why did my oh yeah, it did update. It did update. Oh wait, hold on. What am I doing? Yeah. Heck. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, guys. Find a rectangle with horizontal and vertical sides with the smallest area such that all the ones in the grid lie inside this rectangle. So input grid. So there are 2 arrays. So there's for sure 2 arrays. So okay, so we have 2 arrays. We're going to draw this out. We have 1, 2. Okay, so that's 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay, so in order for this to work, we need to find the last one that shows up, right? So would it be better if we worked backwards? Or wait. No, we could have more than... Okay, no. So we could have more than one... Adding Leet to my list for learning. Yeah. So we could have more than one, more than two lists. So we could technically have, hey, actually, this is perfect because guess what we're working on? Minesweeper 2D array. Look at this. Okay, I'm okay with this tangent. I'm okay with this tangent. Yeah, I'm okay with this tangent. So we could have 3 arrays then. Because we could have like this. So we could have 1 array here, 1 array here, and then 1 array here. Okay. Okay. I need to change that message. And I also need to change my timing for YouTube and Twitch. Okay. So we are going to also want to pin this problem. So we're going to, can I pin in Restream chat? Am I able to? Did that work? I don't think that worked. Okay. So we're gonna pin manual. Okay, and then we're going to pin as well. Does that work on YouTube? No. It does not. Okay. Let's try that again. So let's move this. Pin this mess. Okay. There we go. That is the only showed LeetCode. Yeah. Did not work. So we pinned that and then so there are 3 arrays. Would I want to work backwards? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because if there's only 1 in the very first row, but then we would have to check for every single row, right? Yeah. So we would want to find... So we would have to go through each array to find the array to the furthest right. And then we would also want to find where the one first shows up. Doesn't matter where in it shows up, but the first array that it shows up in, and then the last array that it shows up in, right? So, because that would be... let's say it's 1 here, and then constraints, grid length, no. What am I missing? What am I missing with the constraints part? Okay, so grid length can be 1,000. Hold on. Grid length. Grid I length. Yeah, how am I missing that? I'm saying that it can be more than 2. Yes. But I'm not going to try and solve it for 1,000 rows and columns right off the bat. I'm still a little bit lost as to what I'm missing. Okay. Anyways, so we would want to the code. Yes, I am missing the code. I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm actually I see. Yeah, no. I was thinking it out loud. Thinking through it out loud. Okay, so we would want to I mean, it is just a normal 2D array. We just have to find okay, so we just have to find like 1, 0, 1. Okay, so let's say we have 1, oops, 0, 1, 1. So we have to find the max length, right? So we would have to find the max length, and then we would have to find the max height. And then how we would do the height would basically be, I feel like the height, aka rows, I feel like the number of rows will be easy because basically we would find if 1 is in it, we would actually, can it, okay, so minimum possible area. That all the ones in the grid lie inside. Okay, so actually, this would also require, okay, no. So we can't just stop. So I think first we would find the rows. First we would find the rows because we don't have to check. We don't have to check if okay. So we don't have to check if the row has a 1 in it if there is no 1, right? So like this is we would check that it's part of the square, right? Okay, and then we're going to take this, and we're going to pretend this doesn't exist right now, okay? So this is blue, right? So I'm still trying to figure out the trick. Hold the thought, hold the thought. I did see the hint earlier, but I don't actually remember what the hint was. Okay, so we have this would be, yes, need we need to check the row, right? For the longest, for the furthest one, or the okay. So then we would have to check this one. But then this one, because it doesn't have a 1 in it, it wouldn't be part of the square, right? Oh, this is a 0. I think I'm overcomplicating it. Okay, I'm overcomplicating it. I'm like thinking, oh, thanks so much for the follow, Warsped. Warsped? I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Hi, Sending. How are you? This is a good problem because I'm working with 2D arrays in Minesweeper. So this is a good problem, right? However, I am going to look at the hint. I remember it was like find the minimum and maximum coordinates of a cell with the value of 1 in both directions. Okay. Yes. So we need to find the minimum and the maximum. So the 4 corners. So we would need to find the 4 corners. Hi, Bets. Yes, it's been decided. For tonight. For tonight. But this is a good problem because it's at least related because it's 2D arrays as well. So, you know, at least it's within the same scope of things. So it's not like I'm just going on a random tangent. I looked at the daily earlier before it changed, and I was like, "Oh, this looks like it would be a good problem to understand." So, okay. So we would want to find this coordinate, and then this coordinate, and then this coordinate. But, and then we would find the largest, and we would find the max. But how do we find, what was the hint again? See, I already forgot the hint. So would we want to work backwards and forwards? So we would want to work backwards and forwards. So how do we work backwards in a list? Actually, I'm gonna that seems like how to work backwards and forwards in a list at same time. Using indices or okay, so we can use indices. Okay, forward backward item in zip. My list, reverse zip. Print forward. So this is clean, readable, and efficient, or memory efficient. And we can have it end halfway. It's okay if it ends halfway. This is more efficient for manipulating a single list in place. Wait, so for I in range. Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense. Okay, we're gonna do it like that. Yeah, well, sort of. Yes, I guess. I mean, I know -1, but I feel like I feel like that can get too messy though. Because how will it know to stop? However, I know, Google, but basically if I divide it in two and then I take the length of the list -1 and then I subtract 1 from that each time, then it'll work backwards at the same time. Okay, so it would work forwards and backwards. So once we found the so we would need to keep track of the coordinates. So how would we do that? Because okay, no, it actually still works because first we would check the list for 1. How okay, so I'm gonna just write this out really quick. It might not make sense. It might not work. But right now, this is where my brain is going. So check rows first. Don't touch the inside lists. So I'm thinking check rows first. Don't touch the inside lists until we have. And then how I'm going to do that is I'm going to. I don't know how efficient this is, so I could get yelled at by people in chat. However, I'm going to do a set. And if 1 is in the set, then we check. That way we don't have to iterate through the entire list to check if there's a 1 in it. Is that a good idea? Probably not. but we're gonna try it. Hi, Danny. I know it's not necessarily prematurely optimizing, and I do have this problem. I've been I've had this problem since first started learning to code, where I tried to refactor before. Um, okay, so the thing is, it's not even like I'm trying to optimize. To me, logically, it makes more sense that that I would check for a one in a set because I know that it's either 0 or 1. I know that it's either 0 or 1. We can't have any other we can't have any other um other numbers in there. So it just makes sense to me to shrink it down. And that if it has a 1 in it, because it can be 1,000 long and then not have a 1. But if we shrink it down to a set, then yeah, like okay. So I know that's me optimizing it, but at the same time, like it makes more sense to me to shrink it down because I still don't understand why we would check 1,000 numbers. Okay. Anyways, check by turning into set and see if 1 inside. Check rows first. Working backwards and forwards. Or I guess it would be forwards and backwards. Okay. So if forwards, okay, so we would keep track of forwards. Oh, thanks so much for the follow. Dow Daok? I'm so sorry. I know I'm butchering names. I'm so sorry. Um but I appreciate the follow. Even though I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so we are going to go forwards and backwards, right? And we're going to keep track of top and bottom. Okay, so top, keep track of top and bottom coordinates. Okay, and then after we keep track of the top and bottom coordinates, basically if we reach one going forwards, then we ignore the rest until we hit the halfway point, and then the bottom all the way up until we hit the halfway point. If the bottom is none, we know that there's only one row that has the ones in it. Okay. Logically, in my head, this makes sense. I feel like I'm gonna get yelled at. Either by my code, aka by LeetCode, or else by somebody in chat. But you know what? I am sticking to it. Keep tracking by if so once values not none, then once values, yeah, not none, we pass. We keep going. Okay. Okay, so then I was gonna say, Josh, I'm sure you can. I'm not sure I can, but I'm sure you can. But um yeah, I don't know. Okay, so then once we have that, okay, so at the same time, okay, actually at the same time, we're also going to keep track of left and right. Once top and bottom found, work in that array. Hi, Too Woke. Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Rodrigo. I appreciate it. How are you, Too Woke? Okay, okay, guys. Okay. Okay, don't know. Okay, so work in that array. So work forwards and backwards. Same, okay, same idea, I think. Okay, okay, okay. I don't know if this is gonna work, but same idea. Basically, work from left and work from right. And then once left is not none, we don't have to worry about the rest of it. And then once we find right and we find both, we would do all the math stuff to figure out what the value is. Hi, Chrono. So we don't have to go through every single array. We just have to find the top bottom. Okay, so my initial instinct was correct. Okay, actually, my initial instinct based on the logic that I am using right now was correct. But I could have just taken my initial instinct and I'm making my logic work with it. So we'll find out once code is written. But for now, I was already thinking we don't have to go through all the middle ones. We just have to find all the way till we find a 1 and then work backwards all the way till we find a 1, and then those two arrays, we just have to work like this until we find a 1. And then that would be our and then we would find the difference from this index and this index, right? 0, 2. Yeah, so we would find the difference between this index and this index, plus 1. And then this index and this index, plus 1. And multiply it together. I'm doing okay, Corona. I'm doing okay. Struggling a little bit, but better than I was Wednesday. I can honestly say I'm better than I was Wednesday. However, I am also like wired and tired and really sad that my tea is way too sweet, so I don't even want to drink it right now. But how are you doing? Okay. Work in that array. Okay, then once all are not none. Once all are not none. Then do the math stuff. Top or bottom minus top, and this should be plus 1. Be plus 1. bottom and top. And then left, right. Right is bigger. Right minus left plus 1. And multiply for area. I don't know if you would really like this because it's not sweet tea. So it's actually Hong Kong lemon tea, and that normally is pretty sweet in itself. But the fact that I find it way too sweet, because yeah, Southern sweet tea is different than Hong Kong lemon tea. So I don't know if you're actually gonna like this. But I do recommend you try it. If you go to a boba place, usually if they have like lemon black tea, it's usually similar enough to Hong Kong style tea. Did you know you can get extra sweet for boba? Oh, dang it. Okay, baby is awake. I'll be right back. Also, yeah, this was 50% sweet. This was 50% sweet. Also, thanks so much for the follow, Kaio. I'll be back. Oh, my foot. Okay, guys. Currently, baby is in my hands. So I'm not going to. She's not really a baby anymore. Hold on. Okay, baby. Stay facing that way, okay? So I don't think streaming is gonna happen. Yeah, I don't think stream. Sorry, guys. So she won't let me put her down. And yeah. So this is funny. Can't see her face. I will not let you see her face, and I'm covering her ear because ears are also very unique. Yeah, so sorry guys. Unfortunately, her mood is very similar to mine as well. But yeah. I feel like I was going somewhere with tonight's problem. So we'll figure it out, guys. I'll figure it out. I'll work on it. Okay. I appreciate you all. Bye, guys. Bye. Okay. Thank you.